I found this video of Bill Maher getting destroyed by Reza Aslan, and I had to share it with everyone because one of the biggest arguments used by Israelis and Zionists is that, oh, if October 7th didn't happen, Israel would not be destroying Gaza like it is today. It's a lie. And this clip proves it. This has been going on for a very long time. This clip is from 11 years ago. I want all of you to watch this, and it makes me furious.
I know Israel's horrible, but where are the protests about crucifying people? Where Boko Haram has killed more people than Israel this year?
See, point number one. You see how he's putting the attention on Boko Haram? You remember those guys? Well, today, the Zionists and the Israelis do the same exact thing. What about Sudan or Somalia? Why doesn't anyone care about the genocide going there?
With the war going on.
But not with American weapons. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot more emphasis in the United
You're
States.
going to defend him.
There we go. The answer is the same to this day. They're not using American weapons. Israel is using American weapons bought with our tax money. Big difference.
Hamas today.
I'm not defending Hamas.
There you go. Another Israeli argument. Same exact crap you see today. Oh, so you're defending Hamas. You're a terrorist sympathizer.
What I'm saying is that if you're going to have a situation where 1,600 people, 85% of them civilians, hundreds of children are being killed every day with American
Because
weapons
they're
that
putting
you
them in
paid
front
for,
of them.
that is nonsense.
That is not nonsense.
Notice, this clip is over 10 years old. It's like 11 years old. And even then, it's like Hamas is using people as human shields. Come on, for 11 years they've been doing that? 100,000 people almost died in Gaza. Okay, let's say 60,000 people died. You're telling me 60,000 people were Hamas was just using people as human shields? Everyone knows that's nonsense. There's no way.
Absolutely.
You know what? You could say this all.
These
you
are
could
terrorists
all day.
who have a two-front war going on against Israel and their own people.
First of all, Amnesty International, which is on the ground right there, did a month-long review of this. They have found no evidence whatsoever of any kind of human shields being used. They did say
there are doctors that have gone and volunteered in Gaza. They're coming back and saying that no, they're not using civilians as human shields. That's not what's going on. Civilians are being shot up by the aftermath of the bombs and the shooting and everything. The starvation that's going on. That's how civilians are being shot up.
that Hamas leaders...
Then why are weapons in the schools?
But it's a war. It's a war that Hamas started. And somehow when Israel reacts to this, they have to do everything in a way that doesn't kill any civilians.
Same exact crap today. And by the way, Hamas did not kill 1,500 people back then. They shot a rocket in Israel and maybe there was 3 casualties. And I don't even know if they're civilians. I think they're all IDF soldiers. But come on. Come on. Same exact crap we see today. This did not happen because of October 7th. It's been going on forever. Israel wanted to take over the land, Gaza, and West Bank is next. Mark my words, West Bank is next for decades. Everyone knows this. The Arab world knows this. We all know it. People in the West are finally waking up.
People die in wars. Now, I've said this before on the show. If the situation was reversed, Hamas would kill every single person in Israel.
How do you know that? That's a straight up hypothetical. You have no idea that would be true. In fact, in Palestine, Christians, Muslims, and Jews were living, for the most part, pretty peacefully for a very long time. It was only because of the Zionist project and the creation of Israel that all this crap started happening.
The reason why that's not happening is because they can't. Because they can't doesn't make them good, it makes them weak.
You know what? Last time I checked, we're better than Hamas is not Israel's national motto. This idea that somehow because Hamas is a terrorist organization and Israel is a democracy, there is no moral equivalence. You're absolutely right. There is no moral equivalence. It's the democracy that requires greater criticism. It's the democracy that has to live up to the values that it ascribes for itself.
All right.
Because everyone knows it is not a democracy. Again, there's a Christian nun that just recently did an interview with Tucker Carlson. It was very clear that there's 2 castes of cis people here. You got the Palestinians and you have the Israelis. They even have different roads for the people, different license plates for the people. It's very clear. Now, okay, this was another clip that resurfaced of Bill Maher. I hate this guy. He is a straight up Islamophobe. So when I see old clips of him getting destroyed by people, I gotta share it with y'all. So watch this one. See, even it's the same or even better than the last one.
And I believe what you say, and I think it's more about our policy than our way of life. But would you grant me this, that as long as there is an Israel in the world, and I'm a big supporter of Israel, and as long as America backs it, the kind of Muslims that take their religion that seriously, that they would strap on a suicide belt or...
What about the type of Israelis that the religious fanatics in the government that take it so seriously, they think that greater Israel is theirs because they were promised it from God 3,000 years ago, and then they can kick everyone out of there or kill them if they don't leave?
always going to be out for us and always going to be trying to kill us.
I think we can reduce it very seriously, sir. I disagree with you on Israel, but
in what way? You're not a supporter.
I hope Israel flourishes. I just don't think it's worth an American life or an American dollar.
Ooh, what a line. I hope Israel flourishes. I just don't think it's worth an American dollar or an American life. Because it's true, if you are America first, how are you okay with even thinking about putting American soldiers out there or an American tax money? We pay those taxes. We pay those taxes. Israel gets gift cards from our tax money and they use it to buy weapons. That's all it is. Our tax money is buying those weapons. They're making the weapon manufacturers rich as heck, and Israel's getting this crazy military equipment.
You don't think the existence of Israel in the world is worth an American life or an American dollar?
Not only Israel, sir, but Saudi Arabia or Kuwait or Bolivia.
There you go. Why Israel? Why is Israel different than any of those? They're allies, right? Why is Israel different than any of those? They're a democracy. They're not a democracy. Do we say the same about, I don't know, England or something? Like, bro, it's not worth American money. It's not worth American souls.
I'm much more...
You're really not telling me that Israel is on a par with Saudi Arabia.
I'm telling you, what I'm telling you, sir, is I'm most interested in the survival of the United States.
What a brave soul in those days. This is like, again, this is like 10 or 11 years ago. What a boss. I think he was the former head of the CIA or something.
But Israel is a democracy in a part of the world that has none.
So what, sir? It doesn't matter to Americans if any...
There you go. See, why isn't anyone saying this stuff today? Like, yeah, Israel is a democracy in that part of the world. So, who cares? Like, let's say we have no democracy there. So, who cares? America already has a lot of influence over there. Do we need to have another democracy in the Middle East? No. Like, it doesn't affect us. We have all the influence and the money. We got all those dudes paid off, man. Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, all those countries are paid off. Like, come on.
Anyone ever votes again.
It doesn't...
You know, we'll get by just fine, sir.
Bill Maher just left speechless, quiet, doesn't know what to say.
I wouldn't get by just fine. So you're saying, like back in 1973, when Israel's very existence was threatened in the Yom Kippur War and we did come to their aid, we shouldn't have done that and we shouldn't do it again?
What I'm saying, sir, is we should have revisited the situation after 1973 and not be the unqualified sole supporter of Israel at the moment. I think it earns America tremendous pain and increasingly dead Americans fighting wars that are not ours to fight.
But